Good morning. I believe that this is going to work. I'm optimistic. We're going to see. Come on, play. Oh, computers, guys. I need a new computer. I'm really sorry about all of this. Okay, we're going. This is a rewatch of this last Thursday's game, which was a good one. When we look at Civs, he was not the he's the Lithuanians. I read Ethiopians for a second. So our teams where we have a newcomer here. Welcome Marcus and new Michael, or old Michael, or other Michael. I'm gonna probably call you one of all three, just so you know. But the teams were Marcus as the Lithuanians. Fun fact, he didn't get his relics, so we need to get him his relics. Michael's on his trade with I'm gonna win with every sim. It's very weird, but he gets bored, so we got to keep him entertained, I guess. So he was going with the Malians. I was like, okay, it was fine. They're not a bad civ. They're just not my favorite civ. I went nuclear as the Ethiopians, and then Chase went the token Espanol. On the other side, Jake McKean with the Rootin' Tootins. Travis Gothed. Classic Travis, the Goth. We've got No Shot or old/new Michael. Other Michael. Spanish. I'm going to have to come up with a nickname for you, dude. Give me time. And then Spencer, that rogue, decided to double down on infantry and went the Japanese, which we were very excited about. And honestly, we played as good as we could have against them. When we look at our civs, other Michael's at 103, Marcus is at 104. They are right there with each other. Probably going with two town centers is my bet. I'm at 198. Chase is at 150. Michael's at 200. Travis is at 170. And Spencer with the big DE going at 240. We've got 20 seconds before 3D drop. And I felt pretty ready to go. I'm pouring troops out. I was like, let's freaking go, guys. And I wish we had, because if you look, maybe not. Actually, they've walled off. Jake's walling off right now, and Treaty's up. So if we could have plunged in right at drop, we could have just done a straight shot. But to be fair, are our walls done? Maybe our walls are done. Tanner, you son of a gun. So I was kind of sitting there just playing with my dick as everyone else was getting going. Yeah, our walls weren't done. Mike was still getting those going. So that's on both sides. We see that Marcus has his troops ready to go, though he was ready. So I should have had him just right here. So I started cutting, and then they were like, wait. So I stopped. And Travis is like, I'm ready. We're gonna do this. Because that's what Travis does, that monster. He truly is one of one. It's a good thing I love you, Travis. Otherwise, I'd hate you. I should be careful. I've been dogging on Travis a lot lately. And while some of it has been justified, I don't know that all of it. What? Jake McKean, you wall off this whole section and then put a gate on it? What are you doing? Anyways, did I cut yet? Nope, not yet. But we see that Spencer's like, oh, I'm going to shoot him with my tribs. And I was like, oh, F. So needless to say, I was ready to go. And Michael's still building. And I was like, guys, I can't do this anymore. We got to go. Because I do like dictating the cuts. I don't like responding to cuts. I'd rather dictate the cuts. I feel like that's a strategy thing. Like, if you're in control of the cuts, it bodes better for you. That makes sense. It didn't make much of a difference this game. Mother, and here we go. The fun can begin. Kaboom. And here we go. So Spencer's just targeting my siege at this point. Oh, F me, Sally. And Marcus is sending his dudes in. Let's go crazy. I hit my dudes. Great. Sorry, Marcus. And he's gonna hit those guys. We were like, you have one job, and it is to kill the Trebs. And all of these dudes are just getting going. Oh, so much infantry. Let's just kill them all. Yep, yeah, just do it. And that's Michael, yes. New Michael, as we call him. Other Michael. Guys, what laptop am I supposed to buy? I found one that had an i7 on it and had 16 gigs of RAM, which I think is really good. Like, I think that's what I'm supposed to look for. But but it had Windows 10 on it. I don't know if that's like a huge deal or if that's not that big of a deal. I don't know. So I'm thinking about it, guys. If anyone has any like strong opinions on this stuff, I just don't know. There's also the Ryzen 5 stuff that Taylor's saying I should buy. We'll see. Effing Travis and Spencer and their effing Trebs are the effing worst. So now young Miguel has finally decided to fight. The man, the miracle. His bombards have arrived. But Chase still is building up. Chase loves to build up back here. In the future, Chase, when the fight's over here, build your guys up like right here, or like right here. Same with Marcus is doing the same thing. Marcus is building up like way back here. Don't build up in the back. Build up like you can build up, but build up like where you can just send it, and it doesn't. They don't have to travel halfway across the map, because we were getting overrun by a bunch of effing villagers, and they were just going nuts. Jake, you still got this random path. I don't get it. Oh, and he cut across. Good call. And here we go. And Jake has shown up with his monstrous siege targeting Michael. So much death. What can one do in the face of such hate? And here comes Chase to move the front. Really, I'd want him to just plunge back. All these ants. Freaking Travis. And there goes Jake. Michael's having a party trying to hold. You just can't get critical mass. And now Jake's starting to build the tower. He's starting to tower forward. That monster. Spencer and his Trebs were next level. Just feels like we're just holding on by threads as they send the zombie horde forward. I think this is where I start. I think this is when I fall. The first time. What's going on over here? Oh, your farmers have given up. Or maybe he was building more farmers or something. I don't know. doing a thing. We got so many hand cannoneers. Which are important. Chase is definitely helping with those. Look, he's just got a stream of them. And Travis is sitting on 10k food, 4k wood. I gotta see what's his actual Civ step. I think he's Spencer. Yes, Travis is Spencer. So 88. It's only got 16 on wood? No, that's Travis. I don't know how you're doing this. Now they're starting to take out my stuff because of those effing crabs. Fighting for our lives. This was a big swing right here because we never truly gained back the middle. And Jake has come up. He is just tower pushing. A monster. Travis gets in. Yeah, they're going to sweep my side. With these effing crabs. Mother effers. And Chase is still over there. And we just see, this is just a wall. Just a crazy wall of troops. I'm having to rebuild at this point over here. I'm going to build a bunch of siege stuff. And they're just taking over this front, knocking me out. Jake's in full go mode now. And it just feels like the end is what it feels like. And Chase shows up finally with his 50 paladins, which are so massive. But again, you can't build those up in the back, guys. You gotta build them closer to the front because they're doing no one any good if they're away from fighting. But Travis has now won this section. Gosh, if the Ethiopians had hand cannoneers, I think this game may have gone a little bit differently. But they don't. And Chase is slinging troops to the front. And Travis is pop capped. He's going nuts. I don't know what they're doing here. Oh, they pumped so they punch a hole in the wall right here. And I'm stupid. I try and do this big long. I should have just popped and then done a back wall. But I'm an idiot. And Travis gets in. There he goes. That's sorry, son of a gun. Meanwhile, I've started to build siege again, which is really what we need. Michael's got this back wall that's actually very effective, although it's not finished. Jake moving forward. Travis is getting in. Hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s. Jake's just kind of rolling all over everything. And Travis goes in. Starts hitting me, that monster. That's the thing. Travis wants me to be his friend, but then he does things like this. I'm trying to build. Oh, I should have built castles. Just money was hard to come by. So we've kind of pushed simply because Travis's army is in my base, and so all of these guys aren't over here, and so we're able to kind of corral a little bit more. But he's sweeping through everything. He's going nuts. Meanwhile, Chase is trying to save us. And Travis has just had his way with everything back in here. He's got dudes attacking houses. And we still have this effing hole here that people are just plowing into. Looks like Chase is like, I'm taking care of this BS. Because Travis is trying to get into Chase now. We got a bunch of idle freaking... Tanner, you freaking suck at this game. Ugh, it is what it is. So we've kind of put up a wall here, but they're still pushing. And Spencer is just being Spencer. Travis is all in on here. They hit me and took out my food production, which is why you're only going to see siege from you pretty much for the rest of the game. It's because that's all I had. And now we see that Spencer's going to take out all of these. How did this game last so long? That's the real question. Like, you guys should have ended this, like, forever earlier. Now, we got Marcus taking out Travis's stuff here. In the fight in the middle, you see Travis is starting to push in again. Hey, I had a villager over here? Holy cow. Spencer is just such a force. Okay, so they've cleared out Travis. No one's in on our side. Did we wall? And we did wall that off. Okay. And then they put another hole in over here. Of course they do. Of course they do. And that's one that's not really high on my radar. Jake's trying to build more bombard cannons. Marcus is playing really good. A lot was going on in this game. So I'm going to take these guys, and they're going to get eaten by a bunch of halbs. But one will get through. So we're trying to just fight. These trebs were the game. We're just holding here. And this is the only hole. Like, this is where all of the fight is. It's right here. Oh. Yeah, I should have built castles. That was the answer. I haven't gothed in so long. I need to goth more. So Travis is getting up over here on more of my stuff. We plug that hole? No, that hole's still open. And they're not plunging for it. I don't think they really realize that it's there. Or they're just not thinking about it. I don't know why. But there's a hole here that none of us are looking at. I should have, but I'm an idiot. Oh, there goes Jake. Jake's like, there's a hole there. I'm gonna go and play with some dicks. So I'm gonna start cutting over on Chase's side right here. But it's slow. And we lost those buildings, which means I'm just building out of over here right now. And Travis and them are getting out of control over here. Mostly because I've been like, Chase, we're gonna cut. Which, oh, I'm on the other team's side. Which, I missed this spot and my dude didn't want to cut it. It was driving me insane. Here we go. Here we go. Spencer and Travis are in. Once again, doing terrible things. And I hate my life. And they're taking out my houses. Just going nuts. Which is actually going to work in our favor because we're going to get in over here. But it's just taking forever because I only got one onager. It's going to be either way Michael and... So Jake is in, Travis is in, everyone's in. Hundreds, 50s, 20s, 10s. And that was nice while that lasted. The other side. Chase is like, we gotta turn. But they're just waltzing in. No big deal here. We're gonna have a great time. We're trying to just stop anything we can, and basically I just suck at this game. Now they're in. Our trade's still going though. And Chase gets in, kind of. Travis is all over me. I think they're trying to house me. Yeah, it's fine. Jake's in the trade, but not for long. Got some siege onagers going. And we got more Jake coming in. But Chase has some cavalry. Chase is trying to find a hole in the wall. Why am I not attacking this wall? Come on, dudes. You're freaking idiots. Regardless, I think our eyes were everywhere. Jake's still going in. Travis is still going in. The fight. This hole's just wide open. Just real loose butthole. Let me look at economies. I've still got 108. Everyone's economies are still fairly intact. But Travis is trying to get in the he's in the trade. And there's plowing it. And now this is big. These guys in here, this is actually probably the end of the game. Okay. Chase goes. Chase is finally in. That took so long. That should not have taken that long to get that. Chase gets in. And Chase is going to do what Chase does. He's going to do a really good job of it. Turns out paladins are better than infantry at plunging. Come on, Chase. Come on. Chase was the MVP this game on our team. Holy cow, he just played out of his mind. Chase stops the bleeding over here. And then Chase goes up the gut over here and into their trade. Boom. He says, I'm going to set up shop. Meanwhile, Spencer builds both of these castles on our side of the map. So there's still this big fight going on over here. My eyes were never in one spot this game, and that really sucked. So Chase is all over the trade and essentially kills the trade. Travis still at 21 because Travis having sucks, but like they've like hit a lot of stuff, and Travis and Chase gets another round of paladins in. To which Travis is like, "Oh, I gotta build a bunch of barracks back here. Get Chase out." Which we're gonna get Jake out, but we never. I didn't see this. This is if you go to Fog of War, like we just don't notice it. We're not aware of it. And F you, Spencer, coming over and eating all my gold. Wow, this guy balls. A lot of balls. Meanwhile, he's microwaving these. This is what he's microwaving. So his eyes are right here. His eyes are not at all up here, where he's got 2 freaking castles on the other side. Meanwhile, Chase is going in. Plunging everything he can deep into the heart of the belly of the beast. And they've taken out half of, let's look at econ numbers. They're all fairly close still. So Michael's kind of getting going again, finally. If we were wise, which we were not, we would have cut right here, boom, and just gone straight in on the other way. We did double cut. But I'm an idiot. Because this is so well defended, it's going to take forever to beat it. But Chase is still all over their trade. We see that Jake is building a castle, building 2 castles. Must be nice. Nice. Spencer keeps throwing his samurais into the trade, and so I'm trying to kill him, but I'm the siege honor, so I'm killing our trade and I'm killing him, and it's just slow. And but he's got 2 castles that I'm not aware of. He's got these guys. Mother effing Spencer! How dare you? What are you doing? But we're taking over in the middle, which is big. Travis has turned at this point. Looks like they're all like, we gotta stop this. Meanwhile, Chase has done terrible things to Jake. Like, good for you, Chase. A man of the people. But again, Spencer still has. What's going on? He's still got some. And my effing onagers are doing nothing. But these are still cooking over here. And I don't know about it. We just freaking suck at this game. Yeah, let them have that and cut here. Boom. And wow, Chase is going nuts. Travis has scrambled all over the place. What we need to get into is, well, it looks like he's hit. Oh no, Travis has just clicked the button. He's sitting on a mountain of resources, so it doesn't really matter. Do 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 do. I wonder if we could cut and let Marcus go nuts over here. I wonder if that would have done anything. They like eating all their wood. Spencer's sitting on 15,000 wood. Meanwhile, we've got more samurai going to the trade. Because we are idiots. I don't know where Spencer's villagers went. He had a bunch of villagers that they must have gotten killed by something. Jake's kind of rolling at this point. So I cut through here. Finally, it's like, okay, this isn't happening. We need to change our system here. And this would have been like this should have been the game. Not the game, but we should have capitalized on this more. Chase is still punching up the gut over here. Looks like Jake has walled off. They're adding multiple castles. So they plugged the hole. They handled the best swing that we could give, which Chase, hats off to you, man. That was a great push. Okay, we're gonna cut in right here. Boom, boom, while that's going. Okay, Spencer. 46 trebs. We get it. Oh. Spencer trying to go up on that. Okay, we're in, and here, Marcus, just go on in and just, I remember being like, Marcus, kill every villager you see. And so, we're gonna see what he does. To quote Spencer after the game, you know, it kind of freed up my pop, so I wasn't that sad about it. Let's see here, how much food does he have? Yeah, he's sitting on 30k food and 5,000. He's like, he's not hurting for anything. Like, all we're doing is helping him. Meanwhile, more of these, and he's still in the trade. And this is like our 8th time clearing him out at this point. It's like I don't know what else to do because I wasn't aware of these until I probably was about now, but it was like crap. Chase is still in their trade. And they're just going nuts. That worked. Do it again, man. The problem is now he's got critical mass and it's starting to take over our trade. What are you effing doing? Ah! He's literally just sitting. Okay, there you go. There you go, buddy. At least he died doing something. Going nuts. And now Jake's kind of rolling again and getting back in again. Jake, you got dudes just chilling. But Spencer's kind of taken over this zone now. Chase is fighting to get that hole. And Jake's just playing the Austin game. But Chase gets back in. Go on, Chase. Yes, okay, so we get one castle, but of course Spencer's like, oh no. Oh no 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 no. Not today. Not now. Holy siege on trebs. Just so many trebs. And Jake's rolling. This feels like late game Jake rolling. Like good luck stopping this. Chase gets in, Travis is all over it. And they've walled him off again. But he's got these trebs that are just kind of going nuts. Meanwhile, the fight in the middle continues. F you, Travis. But Spencer owns our trade. And that's the game. This is it. No, go that way. Go that way. Yeah, that's we're now like out of am I out of I'm out of golden wood and food, and I'm just like out of everything. It's like, well, guys, it's been a good fight. We did it. We did our best, but they own this, and that's that. Man, Jake's out of gold. Chase did his very best to carry us to victory. Did we ever get that other castle gone? No, that other castle's still there. What are you doing? What? Don't. Oh, I'm trying to wall. I'm an idiot. And Travis is still at it. They played very well. And that Trebs theory worked. Mr. Super Micro over here. Kill them all, Mike or Marcus. Kill them all. Kill them twice. Meanwhile, Spencer still got it. And Jake's like, okay, fine. I'm going to just wall off behind this. And at this point, the game feels over. Because they've kept Chase out, and we're overwhelmed and out of money. Now, Spencer doesn't have any trade. He has freaking trade. What? Oh, this is Travis doesn't have. You know, of course Travis doesn't. He's the freaking Goths. Jake's getting in. Jake's rolling. Travis is in now. And I was like, I'm done. Goodbye. Chase gives up. And that was the game. So when we look at some stats, let's see here. We've got Michael with, let's see here. I had the high military score. Spencer had the high economy. Jake had the high technology. Society went to Spencer. Yeah. When we look at military scores, 32. So I killed the most. Knew Michael lost the least. It was a game. Both teams were in it. I feel like the team up top was more in it though the whole game. They deserved the win. They played awesome. Yeah, when we look at food, Travis with the most food, Spencer with the most wood. He was also the most stoned, and Chase with all the gold in the world. We were sending so much resources, so I guess not as much as I thought. That's only 11,000, but we sent 11,000 to. Oh, we sent another 14,000 to Chase, so we were feeding these two. And then Michael and I were giving it out like candy. On the other side, Travis was both sending and receiving. Spencer was both giving and taking. And Jake McKean received 17,000, or sent 17,000 and received 11,000? They were just feeding. And they didn't give anything to Michael. Wow, boys. The guy that's the beginner, you didn't feed him anything? Well, no wonder he wasn't helping. New Michael, you're wonderful, and I hope we play much more often with you. for our technology. Yeah, New Michael with the fast feudal, Travis with the fast castle, and the fast imperial. That's pretty normal. And Chase says this is why he won the games, because he explored 69% of the map. Good game. Can't wait for our next one. Peace.